Have you found yourself avoiding the mirror lately? Do you ever feel like your face has become dull and tired-looking, with dark spots and age marks getting deeper each day? And yet, doesn't the change feel too sudden and vivid to blame solely on aging? This story was something even I, someone who believed he knew everything about skin, never expected. It's something hospitals and luxury cosmetic companies will likely never tell you. But today, I want to share a simple, almost too obvious method that I've confirmed over decades of studying skin health. Something so basic, it's often left unsaid. Hello, I'm Dr. Jung-Ho Park, a 78-year-old dermatologist who has dedicated his life to skin health. I've worked as a professor of dermatology at a university hospital and continue to see patients in my private clinic. I've spent my entire career uncovering the root causes of skin conditions and developing new treatments. But it wasn't until later in life that I realized how close to home suffering could be. One cloudy day, I went out with my mother-in-law. Though the sun wasn't strong, she wore a large-brimmed hat pulled low over her face. It seemed odd. She had always been cheerful and outgoing, but that day she looked withdrawn. That night, I saw her staring into the mirror, sighing deeply as she gazed at the dark blotches on her cheeks. Only then did I begin to understand. Those deep spots had weighed down not just her appearance, but her spirit for more than 10 years. In that moment, I was overcome with guilt. I took pride in being a skin specialist, and yet I had failed to notice the pain of someone so dear to me. I made a firm decision then, not just as a son-in-law, but as a dermatologist, that I would find a fundamental solution tailored to her. So, I began to search outside conventional medical knowledge. I turned to the healing power of nature and common ingredients around us. I pored over traditional beauty rituals and folk remedies from around the world, staying up night after night to uncover the scientific principles hidden within them. Perhaps you too have started giving up, thinking, what's the point at this age? Has the shadow cast on your skin drained the energy from your daily life? To treat my mother-in-law's dark spots and pigmentation, I recommended several laser sessions and had her try the most luxurious brightening creams made with premium ingredients. But everything offered only short-term results. The stubborn pigmentation remained. Worse, her aging skin reacted sensitively, flaring up with redness and stinging pain. That's when I turned to something incredibly simple. 2 ingredients found right in our kitchen: plain yogurt and turmeric powder. When I first suggested this combination, she looked at me with doubt. Is a doctor really recommending this? Her expression was half amusement, half disbelief. But with the confidence earned from decades of research, I applied this natural mix to her skin every day. Incredibly, after just 2 weeks, the dark spots along the edge of her cheeks began to fade. After 1 month, 2 months, her complexion looked brighter and more vibrant than ever. She regained her confidence and began smiling again. And that radiant smile gave me a renewed sense of joy in life as well. You need to hear this story through to the end to fully understand its message and apply it to your own life. I truly hope this small change brings you great happiness and confidence. The true cause of dark spots and age marks. Have you ever dismissed those changes on your skin as just age? Have you ever overlooked these signs, thinking they were simply part of growing older? But what if these changes are not merely signs of aging, but actual signals your body is sending? As we age, our skin's ability to regulate melanin production weakens. Melanin cells are meant to protect the skin from UV rays, but when regulation falters, the cells overproduce melanin, far more than necessary. It's like a broken factory assembly line churning out products non-stop. Factors such as prolonged sun exposure, hormonal changes, chronic inflammation, and stress all stimulate these cells to become hyperactive. When melanin accumulates excessively, it appears as dark patches or age spots on the skin. Healthy skin naturally renews itself every 28 days, shedding dead skin and pigmented cells. But as we get older, this cycle slows, extending to 40 or even 60 days. This slower renewal means pigmented cells stay longer on the surface, making dark spots appear deeper and more prominent. Poor microcirculation is another major reason. Without proper blood flow, the skin doesn't receive enough oxygen and nutrients, while waste products accumulate. This toxic environment further stimulates melanin activity. Moreover, healthy skin maintains a slightly acidic pH balance, but with age and poor cleansing habits, that balance can shift toward alkalinity, accelerating melanin production and worsening pigmentation. Have you ever unknowingly followed poor skincare advice, falling for quick-fix remedies that ultimately damage your skin? Some people try dangerous tricks, like applying lemon juice, baking soda, or even toothpaste to their face in a desperate attempt to erase dark spots. Lemon juice is highly acidic and can cause chemical burns or severe contact dermatitis. Baking soda is too alkaline and strips the skin's protective acidic barrier, leading to dryness and irritation. Toothpaste is filled with harsh chemicals that can inflame the skin with no scientific basis for removing pigmentation. These so-called remedies may make the skin temporarily red or peel, giving the illusion of whitening. But in reality, they damage the skin barrier and make pigmentation worse in the long run. Home remedies like potato or cucumber masks can offer mild soothing or hydration, but they're insufficient for treating deep-rooted pigmentation. Potatoes contain solanine, a toxic compound that can cause allergic reactions or irritation, especially for sensitive skin. Cucumbers feel cool and refreshing, but contain minimal active enzymes capable of breaking down pigment. While these treatments seem harmless, they can provoke unexpected side effects in people with allergies or sensitive skin. For older adults with thin, delicate skin, the risk is even greater. Once damaged, aging skin has a reduced capacity to recover. Dark spots and age marks are not superficial. They stem from deep-seated pigmentation issues. That's why early, correct intervention is critical. Wasting time on ineffective treatments can worsen the problem, making it harder to treat, even with medical help. Don't fall for unverified information. Protect your skin with methods that are safe and scientifically sound. So what will you start with today? Sometimes a miracle for your skin can be found in the simplest ingredients around you. After years of research, I discovered a solution hiding in plain sight: yogurt and turmeric powder. Each has powerful properties, but together they work in synergy. Turmeric is rich in curcumin, a natural compound with potent antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects. Curcumin helps reduce melanin production by inhibiting the enzyme tyrosinase, which is responsible for pigmentation. It also protects skin cells from damage, reduces inflammation, and slows the formation of new dark spots. Think of it as flipping the switch that halts overproduction inside your skin's pigment factory. In Bucheon, a 76-year-old woman named Mrs. Jung-soon had long struggled with dark spots deeply etched around her eyes. These sunburn-like patches cast a shadow over her entire expression. After just 2 weeks of consistently applying the yogurt and turmeric blend I taught her, she looked into the mirror and exclaimed with delight, "They've really faded. It's amazing." She could see with her own eyes how the harsh edges of the spots had softened and her overall complexion had brightened. Yogurt helps balance the skin's pH and maintain its natural slight acidity, strengthening the skin's protective barrier. Healthy skin thrives in a slightly acidic state. It's in this condition that it can defend itself best against harmful external microbes. The lactic acid in yogurt acts as a gentle, natural exfoliant. It helps slough off old skin cells along with surface-level melanin buildup. This process helps normalize the skin's turnover cycle, allowing pigmented cells to shed naturally in time. The probiotics in yogurt also strengthen the skin barrier and boost its immune response, helping reduce irritation and improving overall skin health. In essence, turmeric attacks the pigmentation while yogurt soothes and protects. Together, they form a perfect match. The golden ratio for this natural combination is 1 tablespoon of plain yogurt to 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder. Mix 1 tablespoon of yogurt and 1 teaspoon of turmeric in a clean bowl until smooth with no lumps. Then, using a soft brush, cotton swab, or your fingers, gently apply a thin layer of the mixture directly onto the dark spots or age marks. Focus on these areas rather than covering the entire face. This targeted approach is more effective. Mr. Lee Jae-ho, an 82-year-old man from Jinju, worked outdoors for decades at construction sites. He was burdened by large, dark age marks scattered across his cheeks. He told me the spots had grown darker and larger over time, like a map etched onto his face. Though he'd heard turmeric was good for the body, he never imagined applying it to his skin. But once he started using the yogurt and turmeric blend as I instructed, his skin tone evened out and the color of the age marks visibly lightened. He was so pleased with the results, he now proudly goes out without wearing a hat. After applying the mixture, let it sit on the skin for about 10 minutes. Then gently rinse it off with lukewarm water. Because turmeric has a distinct yellow tint, it may leave a slight residue on the skin, so rinse thoroughly. Pat the skin dry with a clean towel, and finally, apply your regular moisturizer generously to soothe the skin and lock in moisture. It's best to use this pack 2 to 3 times a week, no more than once per day. In Gwangyang, a 73-year-old woman named Mrs. Choi Myung-ja had sensitive skin since birth and couldn't tolerate any whitening products. She had tried dermatological treatments several times, but always had to stop due to burning or redness. She hesitated at first, wondering, won't these natural ingredients sting too? But to her surprise, the yogurt and turmeric pack caused no stinging or discomfort. Her skin felt calm and clear, and she was thrilled to see results without irritation. Mr. Han Chul-soo, a 79-year-old living in Seoul, had long consumed turmeric as a health supplement. I've only ever eaten it. I never imagined putting it on my face, he told me with a chuckle. Though skeptical at first, he faithfully followed the regimen. A month later, not only had his age marks faded significantly, but his entire complexion looked healthier. Now, he enthusiastically shares this method with his friends. Are you consistently practicing at least one of these methods? Healthy skin doesn't come from external care alone. It begins with internal balance. When your body is healthy on the inside, your skin can reflect that health more fully. Supporting your body internally allows external efforts to reach their full potential. Foods that help stimulate collagen production. Collagen is essential for skin elasticity and regeneration, but its natural production declines with age. While applying collagen creams externally has benefits, it's far more effective to nourish your body with foods that help it produce collagen from within. Fruits and vegetables rich in vitamin C, such as kiwi and broccoli, play a crucial role in collagen synthesis. Bone broth is also packed with amino acids that support skin health, especially when you add a few drops of vinegar while boiling the broth. Calcium and collagen from the bones are more effectively extracted, enhancing absorption in the body. A consistent skin regeneration routine. Maintaining a healthy skin renewal cycle through consistent routines is equally important. A lukewarm half bath can improve blood circulation, help flush out toxins, and restore your skin's condition. After bathing, gently massage your skin with fine natural salt. This helps remove dead skin cells and stimulates circulation even further. Regular exfoliation can directly help fade dark spots and age marks by removing pigmented surface cells. Use a mild exfoliant and massage in circular motions. This minimizes irritation and supports natural skin shedding. Sun protection and skin-strengthening diet. Ultraviolet rays are a major contributor to dark spots and pigmentation. But protection isn't just about sunscreen. What you eat can also strengthen your skin's defense against UV damage. Cooked tomatoes, for example, contain lycopene in a form that is much more readily absorbed by the body than in raw tomatoes. Lycopene helps shield the skin from UV damage and prevents oxidative stress. Green tea is another powerful source of catechins, antioxidants that protect skin cells and reduce inflammation. However, drinking green tea immediately after meals can interfere with iron absorption. For best results, enjoy it between meals or 1 to 2 hours after eating. Anti-inflammatory diet for skin health. Inflammation in the body can overstimulate melanin cells, worsening pigmentation and existing dark spots. That's why it's crucial to manage your diet to reduce internal inflammation. Refined flour and sugar trigger inflammatory responses and blood sugar spikes, which can worsen skin conditions. It's best to minimize their intake. Instead, fill your meals with whole grains, fresh vegetables, nuts, and fatty fish, rich in omega-3s, all of which have natural anti-inflammatory properties that help preserve skin health. Hormone balance and quality sleep. Hormonal imbalances are a major contributor to pigmentation, especially for women approaching or going through menopause and for men during andropause. During these periods, hormonal fluctuations become more intense and require careful management. From 10 p.m. to 2 a.m., the body releases the highest levels of growth hormone, which plays a vital role in skin regeneration. That's why deep, uninterrupted sleep during this window is crucial. Avoid using smartphones right before bed, turn on blue light filters, and practice deep belly breathing to ease into restful sleep. Women should consider regular hormonal checkups at their OB/GYN during menopause, while men can consult a urologist to monitor hormonal levels. My mother-in-law, who had suffered for more than 10 years from dark, persistent pigmentation, now greets each morning with a radiant smile in front of the mirror. She no longer hides her face behind a wide-brimmed hat. She no longer cries in silence at night. She has reclaimed the confidence and vitality she thought were lost, and that bright smile of hers has become a powerful source of joy and energy in my own life too. You see, dark spots and age marks aren't just skin problems. They slowly erode our self-esteem. They shake our confidence. They make us withdraw, even when we want to step forward. These marks are wounds that cut deeper than we realize. But what I've shared with you today, though simple and natural, is grounded in solid science and years of experience. If you start now, these dark shadows can absolutely fade. They can even disappear. You too can wake up one day and smile at the changed reflection in your mirror, just like my mother-in-law did. Today, I've spoken not only as someone who has spent decades researching skin health, but as someone who walked alongside a loved one in pain. And from that place, I shared with you the safest, most effective way I know to manage dark spots and pigmentation. It begins with understanding the real causes: overactive melanin production, disrupted skin renewal cycles, poor circulation and pH imbalance. Then it continues with consistent care from both outside and within. On the outside, the daily application of a natural blend of plain yogurt and turmeric powder. On the inside, eating foods that stimulate collagen, building a routine that supports skin regeneration, maintaining a diet that fights inflammation, and ensuring strong protection against UV rays. And most importantly, managing your hormones and securing deep, restful sleep each night. All of these work together, not in isolation, to restore balance to your skin. And I emphasize the danger of following misleading home remedies for a reason. Because one wrong move, based on unverified advice, can leave lasting damage on your skin, especially for older skin, which is slower to heal and more vulnerable. But it is never too late. Truly, never. Your skin is far stronger, far more resilient than you may believe. Even now, it's waiting for your support. So tonight, if you happen to visit the store, skip the expensive whitening cream. Instead, pick up a container of plain yogurt and a pouch of fresh turmeric powder. Mix them in the golden ratio I taught you. Apply it gently. Stick with it consistently. In just a few days or a few weeks, you may find yourself standing in front of the mirror, surprised by what you see. And when that moment comes, you'll understand just how deeply a small habit can reshape your confidence and the quality of your life.